Hi, this is Alexis from the Kiteboarder Magazine. We're here at AWSI 2019. We're here with Mr. Scheid at Liquid Force, and we're going to talk about the foils.
Yeah, we're going to talk about everyone's favorite thing these days, which is hydrofoils. It's something that kind of took over the industry, I think, like 4 years ago, I'd say. And I don't think it ended up being a fad. Like, there's tons of hydrofoils. It's really fun. It's opened a whole new world of possibilities. So we're happy to have improved and expanded on our 2020 line. So you want to just crack off into the line? Is that the easiest way to do it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to start from like our small wing and go all the way through our big wing. So we'll start here with our thruster. It's we like to call it thruster 65, and that number, there's a lot of numbers being thrown around on foils. What we're gauging is surface area. So this is 650 square centimeters of surface area. As you can see, it's a flat profile wing. Is that gonna?
Nope.
Oh, okay. It's our flat profile wing with kiteboarding in mind. So higher speeds for jumping, for fast carving turns, ripping high wind speeds. This wing excels really well. While it is a small wing, which means you need to go a little bit faster for lift, it does have a really thick lift profile, which means you can go rather slow on it.
Yep.
So it has some variance in speed from high to low, gives you a really comfortable feel. And with the flat design with no anhedral or dihedral, you get a wing that's extremely maneuverable and really nice. So another cool thing about this wing, it's a little side note, but you can like fully turn and like breach, over a third of the wing out of the water, and it doesn't lose lift. You can really like carve into your turns and lay it over and be confident that the thing's going to hold through your hard radius turns. That was our thruster wing. It's kind of kite specific for higher speed hydrofoiling. We're going to move now into our Impulse, which for those of you that are familiar with the Liquid Force line, we've had this in the line for about 2 years. We developed it with Cloud9 surf foil, so the ability to make a wing that could be surfed in the ocean as well as behind the boat and work really well for kiteboarding. It's a 110 or 1100 square centimeters of lifting surface, so it kind of gets you up and going in marginal conditions, gets through those lulls, but still has a somewhat of a high-end speed so that you don't get overpowered if you happen to get some strong gusts. This one has a curve to it, so the dihedral helps keep your yaw stability side to side. It also, when you lay the thing over to carve, the wingtips don't break through the surface, and that helps keep the lift profile going. This is mounted on our brand new fluid fuselage, which is a more hydrodynamically optimized fuselage. The nose really meets in with the lifting surface here. It tapers off into the back and gets really thin. So I think that alone has made all the wings ride with a higher top speed, and it's something that I don't ride without this fuselage anymore. Like, I know I'm like ride for the brand or whatever, but this really makes a big difference in my personal fun on these wings. So low lift wing, but high speed hydrofoil fuselage, that makes a big difference. So it has adjustability. It is going to mount with all of our wings, compatible with everything we've made in the past. So again, it's one of those things that you can add to your kit if you already have a Liquid Force kit.
Right.
And this is mounted on our pod surf foil, which is a compression molded surf foil board that works well for hydrofoiling and wake surfing. It has slots for fins in both, so able to have cross pollination in your two sports. If you wake surf, you want a board that you can kite surf without the hydrofoil on, and then a hydrofoil board. So this is a really compatible and user-friendly kit.
Cool.
So that's the Impulse. The next one I have, set that down.
Yep.
Down here is our Flight. Here, I'll go to this side. This is our Flight 120, so 1,200 square centimeters of lifting surface. If you kind of look at the shape of it, it looks kind of like a scaled up version of the Impulse, and that's kind of what it is. We scaled it up to a larger surface area. We put a little curve in the leading edge. It's kind of straight through the middle, curved out into the wingtips. Has a really efficient lift profile. Works extremely well for people who are just starting to learn and just want to have slow speed foiling capabilities. To me, I've been riding this wing a lot, and I've been surfing it a lot in Maui, so I'm really at home on this thing. It's been working really, really well. I think it has a really carvy, floaty feel. Kind of really good for carving turns and learning how to hydrofoil. It's mounted on our Galaxy, which is one of our most popular selling boards. It's a compression molded board again. The best part about this thing is it has a nice curve in the top deck that gives you really comfortable stance. It's a 4.8 and a 4.2 are the sizes it comes in, so able to kind of be long if you're just learning, or a little bit shorter if you want something more maneuverable and shreddable. Has all the features that you expect on a modern hydrofoil surfboard. It's chined rails, has a double concave up here in the nose that helps when you're purling or touching down. It has adjustable track mounting, and it's extremely durable and lightweight. So that's a really great board for people looking to get into hydrofoiling.
And finally, this thing.
Yeah, so we can talk about this thing in two things because we got it set up on two boards. So we'll start with this one over here. This is our glider wing, and it's a 125. So as you can see, really big lifting surface, kind of squared off wingtips like the thruster. Again, what that allows you to do is lay the wing over. If you get a really long wing, you start to have to lever it more and more. So by keeping the lift profile getting bigger and bigger, giving us a lower, pumpier, glidier surf style wing, but not making it super long, it keeps it maneuverable and carvable. Again, this is mounted on the fluid fuselage, which I believe improves the top high-end speed. It's mounted on our orb board, and we have a little thing down here this year that's our quick connect. So just by simply unscrewing one small bolt, you can pop your hydrofoil right off your board, store it for use in your car, and the plate just stays on your board. And this is our kind of pocket foil orb board. It's a little bit higher volume. Again, it has a little bit of concave deck, inline M6 inserts, 3+2, all the features that you come to expect in a kite surfboard. Double concave up here again to help with planing and splashdown, track mounting, chined rails. Looking for someone that wants a smaller board to get more control over the foil. As you go smaller, you can really lay into turns and really lay the thing over. So that's the orb. And then we have a similar style board here in that it's a pocket foil style board, but this one's called the plank. It's a solid wood core compression molded board with liquid rails, kind of more what you'd see in like a twin tip construction. What that's allowed us to do is lower the cost on this board, so you can get into the pocket size foil board. It still has chined rails, it has a concave deck, it has great EVA, has a couple options for mounting, whether you're going to be going high speed with the kite or low speed behind the wake surf boat. You can move it forward or back, and it's just a more cost effective way.
And you said it's a price point.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily price point, but it's significantly less than the orb, being
and can you give me a price so people can go out and buy it today?
Oh, I wish I could give you a price. I think I don't want to say a number.
Is that where Mr. Sabo has to come in?
That's where the boss in the pink shirt.
Sabo, I need you over here, sir.
The boss in the pink shirt. But essentially what you get here is you get a lot more flotation. You get an EPS core, a double stringer, a Negra top, carbon weaves. You get a lot of tech in this one with buoyancy, whereas this one is more like, hey, I'm kind of a garage foiler dude and I want my plywood garage board, but I can't quite get the rocker right and I don't want to spend an arm and a leg on a board. This plank board fits in really well in the line in that capacity.
So I know we didn't go over all the technical specifics, but besides going to the website, can they call Mr. Sabo up and talk to him about these points?
Yeah, they can call Liquid Force and talk to Rich Sabo directly about all the nuances of foil boards, foil board prices. You can get more information on the website. Yeah, I mean, just reach out and we're happy to talk.
Thank you so much, sir.